Good morning, students. I welcome you for the biology class. Today, in this video, I'll be discussing about the vertebrates, the characteristic features of vertebrates, and about the class Pisces and amphibians. So, in the previous video, I have covered about the invertebrates like about the phylum Porifera, Coelenterata, Platyhelminthes, Nematoda, Annelida, Arthropoda, molluscans, as well as Echinodermata. So, we'll move on to the vertebrates, the chordata features. The phylum Chordata is divided into two subphylums, that is Protochordata and Euchordata. Coming to vertebrates classification, the subphylum Vertebrata is divided into five classes of vertebrates. So these five classes of vertebrates comprise of all the species of animals and they have developed vertebral column as well as an internal skeleton. There are around 66,000 species of vertebrates identified under the phylum Chordata till date. The defining features of vertebrates is that they exhibit bilateral symmetry, they are coelomates, they are triploblastic, and they do have complex differentiation of their body with the tissue grade and organ grade of organization. They do have a true vertebral column, and the internal skeleton is being attached with the muscle, so which brings about the body movement. And the front side muscular heart with either two, three, or four chambers, kidneys for excretion and to bring about osmoregulation, a paired appendages which may be fins or the limbs. They do possess notochord during the embryonic stage. So vertebrates are the only chordates to possess a brain as a part of central nervous system. The two subphyla of Protochordata are Urochordata. So Urochordata means they are marine. The notochord is usually present only in the larval stage and it is restricted to tail regions. Example is herdmania. Coming to Cephalochordata, the notochord is present throughout their lifetime and they extend to anterior part of the body. Example, Amphioxus. So next I'll be discussing about the class Pisces, that is fishes. So these are very first jawed vertebrates and the study of fishes is called ichthyology. They are aquatic, it can be marine or freshwater. They are cold-blooded organisms, means they cannot regulate their body temperature. Their body temperature keeps changing according to the external environment. The body is spindle shaped or streamlined to enable them to move rapidly in the water, and the body is covered with the waterproof dermal scales. Fins are the locomotory organs. Pectoral and pelvic fins are paired, but whereas the dorsal and caudal fins are unpaired. Eyes are without eyelids. External and middle ears are absent, so they have only internal ears. They do consisting of 4 to 7 pairs of gills for respiration, so which can be naked or covered with a gill covering called operculum. Heart is two-chambered. They are known as venous heart. Heart consisting of only the impure blood. RBCs are nucleated. Endoskeleton is made up of either cartilage or with a bone. They may be aminotelic or ureotelic. They are unisexual. Fertilization can be internal or external. They absorb the oxygen dissolved in water by using gills to meet the requirement for their survival. So there's an example. You can see the position of mouth of the fish over here. Yeah. So we'll discuss about the next subclass, that is class Chondrichthyes. So these are exclusively a marine fishes, and their endoskeleton is mainly made up of cartilage. So it is called chondrichthyes, and the body is streamlined. Mouth is located on the ventral side. Fertilization is internal. They are viviparous, means they give directly birth to the younger ones. Slits are separate. So there is a space between the gill slits and the gill covering, the operculum is absent. And the skin is very tough and they do have placoid scales. So most of the time these placoid scales will be modified and they do form a teeth. So animals are predatory and they have powerful jaws with teeth. And one important feature of this chondrichthyes is air bladder is absent. So because of this, these organisms have to keep on swimming. So they spend most of the energy in swimming. Examples are sharks, rays, and skates. So these are two different rays and skates, etc. And here, see the position of the mouth. So these are different fishes. So we'll study about the features now. Yeah, ostectis. So these are the fishes which can be found in marine as well as freshwater. And the endoskeleton is mainly made up of bones. So they're called bony fishes. And the gills are covered with operculum. So they do have gill covering, that is operculum. They do have air bladders. So when they do have air bladders, they won't spend most of the time in swimming. Now they won't waste energy in swimming. So they can maintain their buoyancy. Sexes are separate, means they are unisexual. Fertilization is external. And they are oviparous. They do lay eggs. Coming to the scales, they don't have placoid scales. Instead, they do have cycloid or tinoid scales. And the mouth position is always terminal, not terminal position of the mouth. Example, seahorse, flying fishes, etc. The next class is amphibians. Amphibia. So they do live both on land and in water. The study of amphibians is known as braticology. So they are ectothermic animals. They are found in warm environment, and the body is divided into head and trunk. Tail may or may not be present. The skin is very much smooth, rough, without scale. Now they don't have any scales, but they do have glands that makes the skin very much moist. They don't have paired fins. Unpaired fins might be present. They have two pairs of limbs for locomotion. They respire through lungs, skin, the moist skin, so gills may be present externally in some adults. And the heart is three-chambered. They are cold-blooded, so again they are poikilothermous. The excretory material include ammonia or urea, so aminotelic or ureotelic. They are unisexual. The sexes are separate. Fertilization is usually external. However, salamanders, the fertilization is internal. And the development is indirect without metamorphosis. Breeding occurs in water. So, examples for amphibians, frogs, and salamanders, etc. Thank you, students. We'll discuss about the reptiles, aves, and mammals in the next video.